Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
New research suggests and proves women are more likely to cheat in relationships due to boredom. So this is a topic that's been trending on a few social media platforms recently, and an article coming from the New York Post explains why women are more likely to cheat. Here's why. The article reads, "This research explodes several of our most clear-held notions about female infidelity, that women cheat only when they are unhappy in marriages, that unlike men, they seek emotional connection, not sexual gratification, and that women just stumble into affairs," says Martin. The women studied went on a site, created a profile, vetted candidates, met them in person, and auditioned them. This was a very intentional process. They wanted to find partners for sex. They reported in being in sexless or orgasmless marriages, and they simply wanted what they couldn't get at home. The article goes on to say, but most were otherwise happily partnered or married, and these affairs were a way of them to remain in their primary relationships. So there goes the myth that women who cheat are unhappily married. Another section of the article titled, "The Reasons Women Cheat." This section reads, Martin says the myth that women cheat for emotional reasons while men cheat for sexual reasons also is being overturned. So the women that they studied actually used a site that was specifically for women who wanted to be in affairs. And the name of that site is Ashley Madison. And it's specifically for men and women who want to cheat, right? So, of course, guys, this is all information that has been shared within like the male space. And reality is finally catching up to that. Another really interesting part of the article I'm going to read says, while males may have higher levels of spontaneous desire, women take the lead for responsive or triggered desire. Spontaneous desire is when you suddenly think it would be nice to have sex. It comes over you like hunger or thirst, says Martin. Responsive or triggered desire occurs when something suggests the idea of sex to you. You're watching or reading something, or a partner initiates a sexual encounter, aka game, right? And you get turned on. For that type of desire, women's libidos are every bit as strong as men's. We've internalized the idea that men are the randier sex, and that's untrue. Wednesday Martin, an anthropologist and author of Untrue, refers to this new research as the Great Correction. Martin interviewed dozens of sociologists, sex researchers, and anthropologists for her book on female infidelity, and says the sad, sorry picture painted of female libido is grossly wrong. It is alive and kicking and eager to be satisfied. Oh yes, the 304s are alive and well, right? Finally, some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
What I think is really good about this is this was actually written by a woman, because it let a man write this, and of course all women write it off as must be untrue. This section of the article goes on to read, the new research is correcting false notions that women have lesser libidos, that women are more naturally monogamous, and that it's easier for women to partner for life, explains Martin. Women don't like sex less than men, but they do get bored of sexual sameness. Boredom is the umbrella term reason that is used here for why women cheat. The view that it's mostly men who cheat because their partners lose interest in sex is outdated. Science says that it's actually women who struggle more with monogamy because they get bored in the bedroom. Women crave sexual variety, and while some stifle their desire, others will be unfaithful, fast, not slow. Listen, as always, we're going to check out these comments. Let's see what the people had to say in reaction to this. Our first comment here comes from a woman who says, these days, yes. So she agrees. She says, you know what? I'm going to be honest. These days, yes, my friends are 304s, and I'm going to admit it right here. Next, this guy says, Andrew Tate was right with the laughing emoji. Hilarious. Another guy says, not news, everyone's aware. Next. This next guy says, as if cheating isn't bad enough, they lie and won't own up to it. That's true. I can see women denying this by like shit. They're gonna look at this study and want someone to redo it to their favor, right? And that just comes down to, in a society that's gynocentric, Sharing anything that's unflattering about women at all will be shut down, and they will act like it doesn't exist.
No, I'll have a tea, actually.
Next is comment who says, finally some real effing news, which is followed by this comment from a guy who says they have more opportunities. Without reading the article, it's that simple. Another woman says, what man wrote this article? Which is followed by this response from a guy who says it's a woman and it's not an article, it's research. Stay mad, Karen. This commenter says, see, women are moving up in the world. Who says that it isn't an even playing field? Laughing emojis. Next comment says, trust me, real ones already know this. And finally, our last comment here from a woman who says, because we learned from watching the best, the men. Guys, I know for most of you, this probably isn't new news, but the confirmation is here when you need it. I definitely do believe we've reached the point where more women today are cheating more than men. And I think the numbers are even more shocking and probably what this research will show. As always, curious to know what you guys thought of this topic. Listen, I appreciate you guys for checking out another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.